Hello viewers, this na Street Buzz. Today, we hear say bank don dey give out loan freely. So we wan know how this take affect people businesses. Stick with me on this one. My name na Ifeka Doris Ifoma on top DMItv. Have you collected any loan from the bank?
Yeah, I did.
How has this affected your business, the loan you collected?
I actually am not too aware of it. Somebody just told me, and I give it a trial, and immediately they activate it for me, and they debit my account. And being a businessman, I utilize it judiciously, and I pay back before the due date. So it's a good one for me. Yeah, it's a good one for me, for people that are in business. You understand? If you have a job that is no more than what you can get from the bank, you just go to them, get the loan, get used to it, and use the money, then you pay back before the due date. It's a good one.
That is a very good policy that will boost businesses, because one of the things that make a business to strive is capital, and some businesses are not thriving because of lack of capital. So if there is a policy that banks are giving out loan with, that is a very good policy that will really boost the economy of the country, and I want it to give kudos to that.
It's a good policy, but the issue with Nigeria is something good may come, but it's not actually those that should have benefit that will benefit from it. Maybe sometimes because of the procedures, and then sometimes because of connections. You know, one might decide to apply, and it will take like 2 to 3 months. He has not heard anything, and he may be discouraged. You know, so it's good, but we believe and we pray that it should work.
It will be encouraging to see entrepreneurship rising once again in Nigeria. But banks should be able to spell out clearly what is the time of interest in terms of the loan payment. And then if you look at in Nigeria today, not every person really has access to property or maybe collateral issues. So that's the one key that needs to be looked into very key. This loan we're talking about, is there collateral? If there's collateral, which terms? Or is it going to be tied out to the business? Or what are the terms and the policies that the bank is trying to implement in ensuring this loan is very effective and it reaches the right people at the right time? It's a good move, but if those policies are being spelled out very clearly, I think it will benefit Nigerians a lot. It will go a long way in trying to revive the dead economy that is right now happening in the country.
Banking institutions, I can say it's not really doing well in terms of helping small-scale businesses grow. So if they have done this move now, I think definitely it will improve, especially small businesses. People try all the time to get loans, but they don't have access to this. And most of these people, their businesses is something that is viable, something that would sell, but they don't have access to loans. So sometimes businesses die down. Like even people, you can even have an idea, but before you get money to go about it, someone who has money has already gone for it, and now your idea now is like worthless.
So the loan is a brilliant idea coming from the bank?
It is really a brilliant idea.
To me, it's just part of a marketing strategy for banks. Good and bad. The bad in the sense that it will not last. At the time you will see some group of people coming for the loan, even when you are not ready. So I don't think that is something good for the customers.
So what do you mean by it's not going to last?
It will not last because it's just a game of trying. Maybe one bank will use it to boost their economy or their strategy to make money. Yes.
So do you own a business? As a business person, do you think that now that the bank has started giving out loan, do you think it's going to improve businesses, and do you think it's going to help the life of people in Nigeria?
Because you cannot go to that place, they will give you that loan immediately.
So have you taken a loan from the bank?
I did that from a microfinance bank some 3 years ago, and I paid back within 30 days I was given, with almost 15% interest, which I didn't enjoy. So I paid back and I never tried that again because it didn't benefit me.
Wow. So now that the bank has started giving out loan, do you think it's going to improve the standard life of living in Nigeria? And also, do you think it's going to improve the businesses of people?
Of course, I think if they are doing this properly, it's going to affect every sector of our nation very well, especially for the little beginners. But the situation is this loan, even as free in quotes as a target, is not always easy to access. Presently, there is a loan, they say it's a creative industry loan. I'm a movie producer, and I know how much we've been making effort to access that loan. And the condition to that loan, even as free as is mentioned, is also that your equity will be up to, they say up to 30% equity. So, and you look at some of us, if I have like 2 million, I'm looking for 6 million. I can go ahead and start what I'm doing with it. Are you getting me? Instead of putting it as equity and start processing all the documents they might require. So the free loan is very nice if they will make it to reach the common citizens that is meant for. Even though I'm saying this in public, that most of our well-to-do personalities will also hijack this loan and use it for themselves when it's not meant for them.
Well, it's a little bit dicey. When you said they are given, we know, we are aware of it, it's good. It's a good one, but the issue and the process that they are taking us through to even assess the loan is the challenge.
So what's the process? Can you enlighten us?
One, the process is that they are going to check back all your past records. But if I'm a new entrepreneur and I'm approaching them for a loan, I may not have all the profile they are going to ask me to bring. So if you're giving us a good loan, let's encourage the new startup entrepreneur so that loan is now beneficiary, that they can use it to trade. And then the other thing to it is that we're paying 7% now as the tax, and if you look at it, it's not margin up. And then when you now come to us who are entrepreneurs, who are doing the business, and you're paying 7%, what is the bank charging us? Those are the policy, those are the things that affect anybody going into a business and said you want to have that. So those are the things we have to look at. Yes, it's a welcome development that they are giving out loans, but what are the value? What are the rates for it? So those are the things that we're concerned about. First thing is the policies should still be there. We don't say the bank should not have what they charge, which is the rebate or whatever. But what we're saying that the bank should do is to try as much as possible to reduce it. When they reduce it, we can have a good soft landing on it. Well, I don't want to mention the name of a bank. I applied in a bank November and they've not gotten back to me. So all this process is what we're saying. Let them have a process that is friendly for all of us to be able to do one or two things.
So how do you see this new policy by the bank? Do you think it's a good move?
How can they call it a good move when they're giving out money and at the same time they're withdrawing it immediately? Is it a good move? They could have given out a kind of a long-time loan that people can be able to access, not just giving out a loan and at the same time picking it up immediately. I don't think it's a good move. They're just trying to a kind of a flash. When somebody flashes you on the telephone, it's a kind of a flash. Then you get a kind of fidgeting and you walk towards that. No, it's not good. For me, it's not good.